Sodor Stories. The Christmas Day special. Christmas Day. The sun was rising up on Sodor, and Reneus was still excited. Was still couldn't believe he had saw the sight of Santa Claus that night. However, Peter, Sam and Duke had just woken up. Peter Sam wanted to wake everybody else up. He saw tons of presents. Wake up, he said. Shh, said Duke, let them sleep. But it's Christmas morning, said Peter Sam. I know, stupids, but let them sleep. But Peter Sam didn't listen. He wanted to wake his friends up for the presents, so he gave out a loud toot of his whistle. All the engines were angry, and all of a sudden they turned on their lamps. So did Peter Sam. Look at all these presents, he said. This did not concern the engines, but they did like all the presents. The driver and firemen came to open up all the presents. One by one their drivers opened the presents. Duncan was first. His present was some new springs. One of the main reasons why he would rock and roll was because his springs wasn't fitted onto him properly. Peter Sam had gotten a new whistle. He wondered how it would sound, but he didn't know it would be a 3-chimed whistle. Duke got a painting of him, which was the same painting that hung at Tidmouth Sheds. Sir Handel got something he couldn't believe, his old nameplates. I never thought I'd see these again, he said. Reneus got something he couldn't believe either. It was new engine parts, as he used to have problems. And Scarlowy got a paint bucket which had black, red, white and blue. He wondered why the blue was there, but Reneus thought he knew what the paint was meant to be. Scarlowy, I think you can be back into your old colours, being red with blue stripes. Oh, said Scarlowy, that would be nice. They looked back down at their presents. But Peter Sam wanted to test out his new whistle, so he did. It was soon fitted, but he didn't know it'd be super loud. Whoa! said Peter Sam. That sounds nothing like my original whistle. The engines were also impressed, but they tried not to show it. But Peter Sam was amazed and looked back down at the wrapping paper of his present. The engines were about to go to sleep, as they did have the rest of the month off, but then they heard 3 whistles. It was great. Thomas, Edward, Annie and Clarabelle, and Great's 2 coaches. which were called Louise and Izzy. Hello, we're here to take the Christmas train. Just then Thomas pulled up. That's right, said Thomas. It's a new thing we're going to do every year now. Just then Edward pulled up. This year it's me, Thomas, and great, he said. But what exactly is the Christmas train? Said Sir Randall. Oh, the Christmas train is a train that carries passengers. Well, it's a train full of presents sent to take over, which is sent to bring presents to the people who hadn't got presents on time, said Edward. Oh, said Sir Randall. But anyways, said Edward, I heard the Cardiff Railways, all the railways are having to do it this year. So yeah, said Edward. Wait, all the railways? Does this mean we're doing it as well? Said Phineas. Well, of course, said Edward. Why wouldn't you? Said Edward. Well, I just thought... Never mind, said Phineas. Oh well, said Thomas. We don't all need to take Christmas trains. Plus it is a new thing, so we're just learning. That's right, said Great. Hey Duncan, I see you got your new springs. Well, yes, said Duncan. I didn't really want anything this year. Oh. I suppose you didn't want... Well, I suppose you didn't know that I wished you would get them. Said Great. Wait, what? Said Duncan. Yeah, that's right. I thought I knew why you were to rock and roll. So I thought. So yeah, it was. That's why I asked Santa if you could get yourself some springs. So it's great. Anyways, Renee and Scarlowy are going to be fired up to take the train. Okay. Renee buffers up to the train. Oh, where are we going? Where are we going? Said the coaches. Oh, just to deliver the presents, said Phineas. He steamed up. Scarlowy reversed to the red coaches. Woo! Where are we going? Said the coaches. Just what Rheneas is doing, isn't that right, Rheneas? Said Scarlowy. Yes, indeed, said Rheneas. Well, we better get going, said Great. And he steamed off to Crovan's Gate. The train was a very special train that would only run once a year. The reason why it's called the Christmas train is because it takes presents to all the people on Sodor that never got any. Well, to all the good children that wasn't being able to get presents. Great has begun. Right, Edward, we have to go off to Crovan's Gate, then we have to go off to Knapford, he said. Okay, said Edward. Thomas steamed off. Say, said Thomas, Great. Does Stepney work here? said Thomas. On the mainland, said Thomas. There's a line that looks like the Bluebell Railway here, said Thomas. Oh, said Gray. Because I remember passing that line when I was bringing the Christmas decorations yesterday, said Gray. Well, see you later, said Edward. And with a toot of his whistle, he was off. Thomas and Gray were still chatting. Ooh, here comes the Christmas train, the Christmas train, the Christmas train. Here comes the Christmas train all day long, sang the coaches. Here comes the Christmas train, the Christmas train, the Christmas train. Here comes the Christmas train all day long. Here comes the Christmas train, the Christmas train, the Christmas train. Here comes the Christmas train all day long. The coaches sang it and sang it again. Here comes the Christmas train, the Christmas train, the Christmas train. Here comes the Christmas train all day long. They soon arrived at Crovan's gate. Now it was Scarlowy and Renese's turn to leave the shed. Oh well, Scarlowy, this will be like old times, he said. Yes it will, said Scarlowy, and soon they are left. As they were approaching Crovan's gate, they saw the 3 engines. Scarlowy and Reneus would remember Great, as he was one of the first engines to arrive on the railway before he had to be sold. Scarlowy soon had left. Right, said Scarlowy. Time for it to be a good day. Or night, should I say. Hello, said Scarlowy. Oh, hello, said Great. Great told the engines the sad news. I'm going back to British Railways on New Year's Day, he said. Oh, so you only stay for the rest of the month, said Scarlowy. Yes, but I'd much rather stay here, he said. The engines knew how he felt. But then Thomas had an idea. Then why don't you stay here? There's always room for another engine, said Thomas. Yes, there's always plenty of space, said Edward. You could run by our line, said Scarlowy. Just like old times, said Reneus. Just then, a smile came out of Great. Oh, thank you. I'd love to work here, although I'd rather work for the Northwestern Railway. But then, I wouldn't mind working here. Edward and Thomas had soon left. Well, is Stepney visiting this year? Said Great. Yes he is. Why? I'm going to go off and see him, said Great, and he steamed off. He hadn't seen Stepney since he had worked on the Bluebell Railway. It will be nice to see him, he said. As he was steaming along, he came up to Stepney's shed. There must be him. He pulled up beside the rails that leaded to his shed. Stepney saw Grey. "Huh," he said. The engines that have faces and the vehicles that have faces can move themselves. So Stepney moved himself to go and see. "Excuse me, what are you doing here?" "Merry Christmas, Stepney," said Grey. "Great? Is that really you?" said Stepney. "Yes, it is." "Oh my, I haven't seen you since you worked here." "Well, on the Blue Bear Railway." "Nice to see you," said Stepney. "Nice to see you too," said Grey. "Anyways, I'll have to be off, sorry." And Stepney raced away. There was even a big party at the steamworks. "Go Kevin! Go Kevin! Go Kevin! Go Kevin!" "Hey, not that version," said Kevin. Soon George had moved up and Kevin had moved. "Right, that's correct, the original," said Kevin.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh.
"Go Kevin! Go Kevin! Go Kevin! Go Kevin!" Woohoo!
Bells on bobtail ring, they make our spirits bright. What fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Even Smudger was there.
To ride in a one-horse
Wahoo!
jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh.
"He's pretty good, huh?" said Caroline. "Yeah," said George.
A day or two ago, I thought I'd take a ride, and soon Miss Fanny Bride was seated by my side. The horse was lean and lank, misfortune seemed his lot. He got into a drifted
"Do you know, I think I'll leave railways off this year," said George. "Wahoo!" said Kevin. The engines were very impressed, including Percy. "Hey George." "Ow!" "Oh yeah, I landed on my wheels."
and sing the sleighing song. Just get a bobtail bag, 240 for your speed, then hitch him to an open sleigh and crack you'll take the lead.
"Hey Kevin." "Hey, Caroline," said Kevin. "You do know you're quite sweet," said Kevin. "Oh, thank you," said Caroline. "And the next music we'll play," said Douglas. "Aye, that's right," said Donald. "More, more, more," said Smudger. "More," said Smudger. All right," said Victor. "Yeah, play more," said Percy. "Leave the old engines alone," said Jeff the Weed Killer Tanker. "Kevin, why did you push me?" "Don't go by my girl, please," said Kevin. "Well, I always thought you were female," said George. "Now I'm male," said Kevin. Oh, said George. Now, where were we? Can you play the next music now, Kevin? Oh yeah, let me... Oh, my hook, where's my hook gone? Oh, you don't need it to... right now. Oh, oh, sorry, George. Let me find the music player. I think I need my hook, and oh, I'm stuck now. Hang on, I need my hook back. What, the music player? Right, I got my hook back. Boop! Right, it should start playing soon. Now, that's what I call a song, said Caroline. Oh, thank you, said Kevin. Now, that's what I call a very Merry Christmas, said George. That's right, said Douglas. Yeah, said Donald. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Wait, why did I go back? I'm going. There. All the engines on Sodor were quite happy, especially Kevin and Caroline. Even though Kevin might be a crane and Caroline is a car, they both love each other very, very much.